Alabama, it's dedication and family ties. David and Sarah Patterson now see those traits in their athletes. Take Andrea Pickens, a championship gymnast on a championship program. So now Jeff and Rochelle Thompson try the same formula with cross-state rivals Auburn, and they look to climb to the top of the mountain. Today, these two family-run programs clash on the floor. Auburn hopes to be a very unfriendly host. This is no family reunion. This is their house. We are on the prettiest village on the plains, Auburn, Alabama, inside of Beard East Memorial Coliseum for a top 25 classic gymnastics matchup. It's 22nd ranked Auburn going head-to-head with the number 2 team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Well, hello there, everybody, and greetings from on campus at Auburn University. And I'm Darren Sutton. We're so glad you're with us tonight for what promises to be a classic matchup. Of course, you're talking about Alabama. They are ranked 2nd in the land. They have won 3 national championships in their rich history. They already are off to a start that is equal to those years. They have already defeated 4 teams in the top 10, and folks, they are rolling. Now, for Auburn, they are 7 years removed from their best finish at the NCAA championships when they finished 5th. But now the program is headed in the right direction. A new, young, aggressive coaching staff has this team on the move. They are putting up some big numbers early on in the season. And joining us to talk about this matchup, as always, is Olympian Lori Strong. And Lori, first of all, the Alabama Crimson Tide. They are just 2 days removed from a loss to their bitter rivals, the Georgia Gym Dogs. How will this affect them?
Well, certainly with only 1 day of rest, Darren, fatigue may be a factor for Alabama, but they are a perennial powerhouse with incredible depth this season and certainly capable of dealing with this adversity. In fact, it's a great opportunity for them to mix up the lineup a little bit, allow some of their all-arounders to rest, and give some competition experience to some of the other athletes. So with that in mind, it's obvious this is a very, very deep squad in the year 2000 for Alabama. I talked to Sarah Patterson about that depth. I said before that the best thing about this team was our depth. That's what we're using. We're still switching around a couple of people today, hopefully to change our lineup just a little bit. We're going to continue to try and build depth, and I think that's the reason that we have been so competitive thus far. Well, obviously, Lori, this is a very deep team. When you're looking at the 3rd best all-arounder in the nation in Robin Hawkins being able to perform on only 1 apparatus, that is very special when you talk about this team. Who will we look to then? Well, this really opens the door for sophomore Natalie Barrington. She is known for her incredible bar work, but tonight she will compete in the all-around, a great opportunity for her. But a powerhouse on this team is Andrea Pickens, potentially the best or one of the best all-arounders in the nation. Currently, she's the national beam champion, but she's capable of scoring a 9.95 or better on 4 events. Well, big numbers, so obviously the Auburn Tigers have their hands very full this afternoon. Here's what we can look for. We can look for a team that is ranked 22nd in the land. They are looking to score in the 194s. They are averaging in the 192s. A great start for the Auburn Tigers, especially because of their new head coach, Jeff Thompson. Big things expected, despite the fact that this is an 0-3 start. Kind of ironic. It is their best start in school history. I talked to Coach Thompson about that start.
So I'm the best 0-3 coach in the country. Best start is from our preparation in the fall. We took a different approach from what they had done in years past. We pushed them to be ready a little bit sooner, and we found things that we felt like they could do well, that skills that aren't over their heads, and they look really nice when they do them. And because they had done routine after routine before the first meet, they felt more comfortable, and so they just got off to a good start, and we've kind of snowballed that since the beginning. We haven't won yet, but we're doing well.
One note on the Auburn Tigers, Stephanie James will be able to compete in this big-time matchup. It was key because she aggravated her knee just a few weeks ago against the University of Kentucky, but she's good enough to go, and we'll see throughout the match. So, Lori, with that in mind, who do we look to for big numbers? You and I talked about it. It's both ends of the spectrum. It's a senior, and it's a freshman. Well, a big scorer for Auburn is Sarah Wentworth. She's currently ranked 22nd in the nation. She's having a tremendous season so far. But a new face on the scene is Cheryl Lancaster, making a big splash in their lineup. She's currently one of their top performers on 3 events. It's a top 25 battle. It's an SEC battle. Heck, it's one of the great rivalries. It's Auburn, and it's Alabama. All of the action is next from On the Plains, so be sure and stay with us. back on the plains, and this was a very successful coach for a long, long time. 86-99, Robert Dillard was the head coach here of the Auburn Gymnastics team. He led the squad in 93 to a number 5 finish in all of the land. Now Jeff Thompson carries on the torch that was carried by Robert Dillard. This is how the Auburn Tigers will line up on vault. Mary Nell Payton and Cheryl Lancaster, a couple of freshmen in the middle that will anchor this squad for a long, long time for things to come. And this is Cheryl Lancaster. We talked about her in the open. She will have a huge impact.
Cheryl performs a Yurchenko layout vault. Well done, but it's only scored out of a 9.8. That's the highest possible score that she can get. Vault is so difficult to get 10-0 starts on. The other events, you can really work the strength of the athlete to build combinations to get those 10-0 starts, but this is one single element. You have to have the power, you have to have the technique.
Well, as she learns the power and the technique, she will be a key figure, and in some ways already is for this program.
For a freshman to get off to as good a start as she has been a pleasant surprise for us. She's learning to deal with the pressure. She, after she missed her bar team when we were in Tuscaloosa, the first thing she said, she looked up at me and she goes, "I choked." And because she knows it, now she knows how to prepare the next time. And so, hopefully that's the last time we see her choke this year.
Darren, it's a good sign to have a young athlete on your team who is accountable for her mistakes and willing to make the changes to fix them.
Absolutely right. A rare thing for a freshman. And a 9.6, that will tie her career high in a very young career.
A goal of Jeff Thompson is to try and get higher start values on their vault. She just needs to add a twist to that.
This is the SEC Best Bars team, and they are the #2 team in all of the land. Of course, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Dara Stewart at the bottom is a 2-time All-American in this event. This is Robin Hawkins. Hawkins won't be quite as busy as usual tonight.
The one change we are going to make today is Robin Hawkins has gone all around 4 meets in a row now, and I think for her to go back-to-back right away would be difficult after having kind of pulled the load here in the first part of the season. So we're going to take her out of floor exercise at least.
Nice too, Lori, the #3 all-arounder in the nation, but she gets a chance to catch a breather.
That really shows the depth of this team, being able to sit someone as talented as Robin Hawkins out. Beautiful reverse hex. Straddle back to handstand. She's a clean bar worker. Very crisp lines. Right to handstand there. That's so important. Giant half. Here comes a very unique dismount. Wonderful routine.
And the judges agree, a 9.9 that ties her career high. It's already been an amazing career, but she has just one more accolade to it.
There she had some big eyes there at the end of the routine. She looked like she caught her release move just a little bit close, but came through strong for a strong dismount right here. Very nice.
Meanwhile, the leader, she carries this team. This is Sarah Wentworth.
Yurchenko half front tuck. Very nice. She just has a little bit out of control on that landing. She needs to drop into the landing and hold it securely.
A 9.575 for the co-captain, Sarah Wentworth.
This vault is scored out of a 9.9. It's the same style of vault as Yurchenko, where there's a round off before the horse. She does a half turn and then a front flip. Needs to work on that landing. See if she gets it. Not quite. But a very powerful vault, and getting that landing just needs a few more repetitions in the gym and some more confidence.
So that was scored a 9.4. She will keep the 9.575, Lori. We take another look.
The most difficult part of this routine is getting a secure hand position right there, and then, of course, the landing.
This is Andrea Pickens. You can see she can only match her career high, perfect 10 that was earned last season.
Andrea is so dynamic on this event. We saw a very difficult mount at Koshnikova right into a Hindor. Very unique element. And another major release move, a reverse hack.
#5 in all of the land on the uneven bar.
You can see why right here she is hitting every element right on. Need a dismounted double layout. Wow. Incredible.
A 9.925 for Andrea Pickens. Folks, Alabama is putting up some close to record-setting numbers on the uneven bars. Can they keep it up? We'll find out when we return to the Plains. Darren Sutton along with Lori Strong-Ballard back on campus at Auburn. This is Canadian native Natalie Barrington. I know you're proud of that, Canadian native.
Absolutely. I love my Canadians. And Natalie is an incredible bar worker. She has some great combinations of giant pull into invert giant. Look at her hand position. So pirouette out, and this is called a pack salto. Very nicely done. Again, another unique bar team coming from Alabama.
Oh, they're putting up huge numbers thus far.
She's going to do her major release move here at the end when she's a little tired, but she does it nicely. Swinging very fluid, just to dismount, a nice high double pike and a solid landing. Definitely a routine to celebrate for this Alabama team.
And the monster numbers continue. A 9.95 that ties a career high for the sophomore Natalie Barrington.
Just look at her hand position. That's so difficult to even hang on the bar in that position, let alone do giant swings. That is a world-class bar team right there.
Well, they're on a pace now to push the school record on the uneven bars. We'll see how it goes. Meanwhile, over on vault, this is the sophomore Stephanie James testing her knee, a little bit aggravated. She's testing it early.
This half front tuck, a little short on that landing. You see the 8-inch mat put in there. Makes the landing a little higher. She needs to get more rotation, but it's in there for safety's sake to save that knee.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you're battling an injury, does it stick in the back of your mind as you try and stick that ball?
Oh, absolutely. These are hard landings the girls are taking. Every day they train, usually on softer landings in something called a resi kick.
Well, now she gets another shot at it, and folks, Auburn needs these numbers.
They definitely need this score right here. Oh, she nails it. What a great job. It was so important for her to make that vault and under pressure. One of her teammates, Missy Lauderdale, faulted on both her vaults and scored a 0. They needed that score there.
Well, you can see under pressure, too, the knee, she's able to get over it.
You see one knee pop up a little bit on the landing there, but a fairly secure landing.
There you see the 0 for Missy Lauderdale. How huge is that 9.725? Keep in mind, too, that Alabama's putting up huge numbers on the uneven bars, so they're having to keep pace. That makes what the sophomore Stephanie James accomplished only more spectacular. This is Dara Stewart. She's a 2-time All-American on this event.
And another great bar work for them. It's a very high reverse hex there. Nice giant half, front giant, getting some speed into her swing. Saddle back nicely on top. There is their final performer and looking to build on the scores. Double out, she nails it.
Unbelievable. And the numbers keep on rolling up for the Alabama Crimson Tide. A 9.95 for Dara Stewart. Back-to-back 9.95, following up Natalie Barrington. An amazing job.
This is an amazing dismount as well. She gets incredible height. You see her body, taps her toes up and gets into a beautiful laid-out position, sees the landing and hits it.
Well, we saw the numbers stacking up at the end. This is what it ends up, a 49.55, the second highest total in the history of Alabama gymnastics. Folks, we're talking about one of the finest and richest programs in all of the land, so they flat out got it done. Meanwhile, Jeff Thompson has a little bit of work to do, but the motivational speaking is already going on. Alabama leading by over a full point and a half, and this is how they will line up on vault. Notice they will only vault 5 athletes. Why is that? A little more of the depth that we were talking about, giving some athletes the night off?
They only need 5 scores to count towards the team score, and they're hoping to hit all 5 in a row, and they don't need that 6th person.
Well, we just saw Dara Stewart light it up on the bars. Now she makes the move over to the vault.
Handspring front pike slam. Oh, good save on that landing. Very low squat. Looks like she gainered a little bit off the board, which means that her momentum was going backwards rather than onto the horse. You saw Coach Patterson there giving her some correction. He was telling her a little bit hiked on the pre-flight. She needs to get her heels up and some weight on her hands.
That was scored a 9.45. Her career high on vault, a 9.85 as she readies to approach again.
Not only is this event all about speed and power, it's about technique and timing. Much better. You could see that she got a little bit more weight on her hands. That gave her a stronger block off the horse, and her timing in the air was much better for a stronger landing.
9.725 was the score. This is on the uneven bars how the Auburn Tigers will line up. As always, to use a baseball term, Sarah Wentworth batting cleanup. The senior is so very strong. And this is the sophomore, Lori Bernay, out of Maryland.
Straddle over mount, go right up to the high bar for some combination work here. Giant full into her release move, a ginger. She will not only get a 10th of bonus for that major release move, the ginger there, because it is a D-level skill, but for the combination that was involved in front of it. Another giant full to a double tuck. Very good job. Good, strong routine to start off this Auburn squad.
The strongest routine in her career. A 9.8 is a career high for Lori Bernay. And so the Tigers tried to answer back on the uneven bars. Alabama was rip-roaring. The Tigers putting up good numbers early. We'll have more. 22nd ranked Auburn hosting the number 2 team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. This is junior Katie Horniker on vault.
Katie upgraded her vault this year from last year. She does in a laid-out position. Not bad, a little squat on the landing and a small step. But that vault is now scored out of a 10.0.
9.7 on the first vault. She's no stranger to success. She scored a 9.8 on vault as a freshman at the NCAA championships.
So important to square up this first half turn, get weight on both hands so you can get a strong block. Complete the rotation in a laid-out position.
Alabama Crimson Tide, the 3rd best vaulting team in the nation.
Same vault. Just a small side step. It's so important for her to square up that first half turn. She took it around the side a little bit, causing that direction problem.
A pair of 9.7, so that's what she will go with, and that will be added to the Alabama Crimson Tide total.
Such a difficult vault, and she does do it well. Small side step right there.
Meanwhile, on the uneven bars, we talked about her in the open. This is Cheryl Lancaster, just a freshman.
A Keeley turn into her Jaeger. Very nice. She warmed that up. Looked a little bit far. Caught it nicely there. Giant half. Giant swing. Toe on front half. Light chest down on the landing, but she recovered very nicely. Nice strong score, too.
She tied her season high on vault. She sets her season high on the uneven bars. And I'll tell you what, the Auburn Tigers answering right back on bars with some big totals.
See a giant half there. This is called a Healy turn. You actually spin on one hand, regrasp immediately into her Jaeger salto.
This is Andrea Pickens, the number 8 vaulter in all of the land.
She is incredible on this event. There's the Yurchenko vault, half front layout, beautiful. She makes it look easy, Darren.
They only vault 5, and still the numbers are amazing because they will count all 5, and 9.95 for Andrea Pickens.
Take a look at the height, distance, and position she gets in the air. Just incredible.
They go with just the one vault. It was so solid. And there you see the totals. A 47.85 for the number 3 team on this apparatus in all of the land. So, for the Auburn Tigers, this is Sarah Wentworth. We talked about it earlier. She really carries this team in numbers and in leadership.
Everyone has to compete on every event, and so, if we have problems here and there, I just want to be able to try to keep the team together throughout the whole meet and everyone excited and just enjoying what we're doing.
Well, her coach is enjoying what she's doing. She's enjoying what she's doing. I know her teammates are, Lori.
Sarah really leads by example. After being a top all-arounder, she came back this summer, increased her difficulty. Saw right there, a hop full. There's a pike Jaeger, her second E element, something she's really worked hard on this summer. This bar team and a new dismount plan. Here comes some very strong giant swings into the double layout. Beautiful.
Oh, my goodness. Sarah Wentworth, the 9.975. That's a career high. That is a Auburn school record. Unbelievable job by the senior. Wow.
Certainly has to get her team fired up. There's the hop, a full twist without touching her hands. Into a blind chain, some beautiful combination work here. Immediately into another E-level skill, the Pike Jaeger.
So they score above a 49. That's the third highest total in school history for the Auburn Tigers. They won a 194, folks. And with a score like that, they appear to be well on their way. They trail still the Alabama Crimson Tide by just under a point and a half, but this is turning out to be a classic thus far. Stay with us. The volunteer assistant coach here and the wife of head coach Jeff Thompson. She was quite a gymnast at her time in LSU.
She was a great gymnast, the 1991 SEC all-around champion, and a fantastic team coach.
Nice segue. There you go. The number 19 team in all the land, the Auburn Tigers. That is how they will line up on beam. Looking again for some big numbers. This is a crucial situation as they continue to trail the Alabama Crimson Tide. The junior Jennifer Ross steps up first.
A beam routine is 70 to 90 seconds long, and when you're up there performing, it feels like an eternity.
This was the finest gymnast in the state of Mississippi for 3 years running in high school.
Okay, that was her back handspring layout, just a little bit off in the air, and she saved it with probably only a 1 to 2/10 wobble.
Her career high on the balance beam came prior to this season, a 9.85. She has performed well when needed.
That was called a gym acro, a tucked up to a back handspring. One of the requirements on beam is to do a gymnastics element, which is a jumper, leap, or turn connected to an acrobatic element. Required element is to do a skill that is performed down low on the beam where your torso actually touches the beam. With a teammate cheering her on the side. To dismount a front layout full. Nice job. A solid routine for Auburn.
They need to continue to pick up points to try and catch this Alabama Crimson Tide and up their total, a 9.675 for Jennifer Ross. You see head coach Rochelle Thompson offering words of encouragement. This is how the Alabama Crimson Tide will line up on floor, folks. This is the number 2 floor exercise team in all of the land. And we start things with the sophomore Natalie Barrington.
Natalie has already had 2 great events. She is competing in the all-around tonight. She has a very unique and stylish floor team. Joy about Natalie's dance are her hands. Take a look at her hands. She really finishes each arm movement. Pretty hands.
The facial expressions match as well. When it's a little bit more serious times, a little more serious and dramatic. Smiles when the smiles would be appropriate.
Gymnasts need to perform out there. It's so important. Natalie has a unique mixture of music. Some country, exciting music, and then some slower, dramatic music. Last pass, front layout, front tuck. Good job. Back into slow, dramatic music. Playful. Very nice job.
And how deep is this Alabama team? This is the first time that Natalie Barrington has ever performed collegiately on floor. She's close to 9.85. Welcome to the team on the floor exercise. Amazing. Now we head over to the balance beam. This is Sally Cantrell, the junior out of Tampa, Florida.
Incredible strength and flexibility for that mount. A tight press that came right through her hand. Sally is so impressive on this event. She's calm, very stable, completes every jump. Good puller.
She posted a 9.75 on the road at Alabama earlier this season, under pressure, I might add.
Under pressure here tonight with a series. Beautiful. She's so smooth. jump, back handspring quarter. The required elements down low on the beam.
Sally's career high off balance beam is 9.825.
Perfect full turn. Sometimes that is the most difficult element. Beautiful split full. It's so important for the girls to get all of their twisting jumps completed through its fullest. Dismount here, a great job so far, and she does it. Wonderful job.
My goodness, a 9.9. That is a career high for Sally Cantrell. Rochelle Thompson must be very, very proud of their crew. They are getting it done on the balance beam. Alabama-Auburn competition rolls on. Return. Alabama versus Auburn continues from here on campus at Auburn University. This is the first gymnast to ever earn 5 All-American honors in 1 year, and she did it her freshman year. It's Andrea Pickett.
Andrea's tremendous athleticism is so apparent on this event. It's wonderful height and all of her tumbling. Front tuck, Kurama handspring, double tuck, solid. The girls are required to have at least 2 tumbling passes with 3 flight skills in it. And they also must have 3 different saltos in those 2 passes. Although most girls choose to perform 3 tumbling passes just to make sure that they have everything.
Andrea said it for you. You hear that?
I heard it. There's the front layout, full to a front tuck. She's showing us both back and strong front tumbling. Also an important part of this apparatus is showing diversity, showing that you can do all types of different skills.
And you can hear it too. It's not just her teammates. Alabama travels very well. The Crimson Tide fans, a strong showing here on campus at Auburn.
They have wonderful fans both away and home. So full. It's so much fun for the girls to have their teammates yelling on the side and have their fans out there cheering them on.
Amazingly enough, this young gymnast is getting better. A 9.90 for Andrea Pickett. Last year, she scored 9.9 or better 29 times.
Take a look at that first pass, a front tuck, down off that handspring, sky high, double tuck. Beautiful.
Sarah Wentworth has had a good afternoon thus far. A career high already on the uneven bars of 9.975. Now she readies herself for the balance beam, where her career high is 9.9.
Nice control on that mount, right into her down low on the beam skills. Auburn is ranked 19th in the country on this event. It is a good event for them, although tonight they already have had to count 1 fall. So it's so important for Sarah to stay on right here. Handspring, layout, oh! Incredible. She is so aggressive, and that's what you need to be.
Well, it seems like the larger the stakes, the more she's been delivering. We've seen her a few times this year.
She is a champion performer who steps up to the challenge. Which leads into a roll pass to sea-level skills that will give her 2/10 in bonus. If the girls have the required elements, they will start from a 9.5, and then they must earn 5/10 of bonus through difficult skills like D and E level skills and through combination.
Already a 9.875 on the road at Alabama this year for Wentworth on the beam.
Front full dismount, a great job and under pressure.
And she equals it against Alabama 2 times now this year, a 9.875. Rochelle Thompson, very proud of that performance.
Performances like these that will help build that score. They want that 194, and they just might get it tonight.
48.1, you said it. If they are very strong on floor, they can reach 194, and it was an outstanding way to close it out for Sarah Wentworth. Once again, the pressure was on. Once again, she delivered. This is Reagan Thomas-Seck, the New York native, on floor.
Strong event for Reagan. Sky-high double pike, very nice.
Wow. I'll say it's strong. She's ranked 4th in the nation on the floor exercise board.
For Alabama. Girls usually choose their own music. They like to choose something that they can get into, the crowd can get into, and that is somewhat similar to their character. This is the performance event. It is the fun event.
This is the crowd event. Of all the events, this is the one that really pulls the crowd in. Small crowds or big crowds.
Because of the endurance factor, this is a tough event to train and compete. But I know every girl really wants to make it in that floor lineup because it's a lot of fun. Great job.
It's also fun when you put up big numbers, as Reagan Thomas-Seck, the judges tell us, has done a 9.9 and a very solid job on floor for the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Take a look at her twisting pass, a double full, very clean. Her legs are squeezed together the entire time.
More big numbers, the number 2 team in the land on the floor exercise. They put up a 49.35. Their lead is now increased to 2.5, and Auburn now seems to be grafting off the Crimson Tide. They may not be able to catch them, but they may be able to reach that 194. We'll see what happens when we return to the Plains. Campus at Auburn University, and there you see the Alabama Crimson Tide. They will keep the fight strips on because as they head over to the balance beam, it's important to realize that they are the number 6 team in the land on this apparatus. And Andrea Pickens, the defending national champion, Lissy Smith, All-American. They will close things out. It will be very tough to make up ground for the Auburn Tigers. This, with Natalie Barrington, you see her career high is 9.9.
Sometimes it's tough coming to beam after competing on the floor exercise. We just saw her do her floor team. You need to really calm yourself down and slow down that adrenaline.
It has to be nice, though, to head to beam with a comfortable lead as well. You don't want to let up, like you say, but to be at that point about 2.5 points up, that makes a difference.
Absolutely. Anytime you can take the pressure off coming to this event is so important. She doesn't seem to be feeling any pressure. A beautiful backhand layout. Alabama looks very composed tonight. Wonderful switch leap to a tuck kick open. Nice combination.
You can hear it clear as can be to her teammates offering words of encouragement. The crowd respectfully quiet. Her teammates offering all those words to us. They sound like they're screaming.
They practice every day in the gym with their teammates, saying a lot of these key things on the side. Nice routine. The door was open for Natalie, and she stepped through with authority. A great all-around performance tonight.
Very well put, Lori Strong-Ballard, a 9.875. Now Jeff Thompson ready for the Auburn Tigers to head out to the floor and make up some points, actually add to their total. They're looking for that 194. They need to get over about 49. If they can get over 49, they have a shot at that 194. This is how they line up on floor. Mary Nell Pate will be fun to watch. She's just a freshman, but already made a huge impact. This is the junior Missy Lauderdale. She's one of the leaders as well, the co-captain, but one of the finest on floor for this team.
Missy struggled a little bit on the vault, and this is where she needs to make a comeback. And this is a great event for her. Drop a handspring, double pike out of a front salto. Very strong opening run. strong jumps there, straddle jump, and the second jump that you saw was called a Copanova. Double tuck, another double salsa. She's a great performer. Loves to perform in front of the home crowd.
Yeah, you can tell. You can tell the energy, the excitement. She really, no holds barred. She aggressively goes after and does so with a smile on her face.
Some more strong jumps there in combination. Again, giving her those bonus points. She needs 5 bonus points, just like on the balance beam. Take a deep breath, gets knocked into her muscles. A front full, whoa, almost stumbled a little on that landing, but recovered very nicely.
A wonderful comeback by Missy Lauderdale. Good enough for the finest performance of her career on the floor exercise. The judges say 9.825. She has never done it better than that. And that is huge as Auburn looks to put up more big numbers, Lloyd.
Sometimes when you make a mistake early in the competition, it gives you a little extra motivation. She took it to the extreme here. Beautiful.
This is why we came, at least one of the reasons. Andrea Pickens on the balance beam. She's the defending national champion on this event.
Beautiful jump, a switch leap into a wolf jump. The judges are looking for that 180-degree split at the peak of the jump on all of those split jumps and leaps. You're required to have at least 2 light skills in connection. You saw right there, she did 3.
She's absolutely unfazed, Gloria. It looks like the balance beam 5 feet wide for her up there. So confident.
She actually struggled a little bit last year on this event, but by the end of the season, it was her best. She was the national champion. She came to compete when it was important.
Obviously, the SEC Freshman of the Year after the year she had. One of the finest years any gymnast has ever had in college gymnastics history. 5-time All-American.
And she's continuing for meet after meet. Watch this dismount. Very difficult. Land, round off, double back. Beautiful. Saw Coach Patterson step in there just for safety reasons, but she didn't need any help at all.
A 9.925. Is it possible? Is it possible to get better? She has.
2 saltos in a tuck position and a solid landing.
Unbelievable. I would also describe this athlete, Sarah Wentworth, who takes the floor.
This is a very playful routine for Sarah. Wonderful to watch. Big smile for the entire routine. Starts with a front tumbling pass. It's called a Rudy. It's a front layout with a 1.5 twist.
Sarah last year, the team leader on uneven bars, floor exercise, balance beam, and all around. So this is truly a leader in numbers especially.
Just the fact that she led the team on all of those events and in all around, yet still worked hard all summer is a huge accomplishment. It really tells us a lot about what kind of an athlete this girl is. Nice, clean, double full. Really working the music here. Teammates really cheering her on. They're having a good time too. Front layout, half to a back layout, step out. Oh, what a great job.
A 9.875 for Sarah Wentworth. That is a season high. She steps up against the rivals, the Alabama Crimson Tide. We will wrap up what has been an outstanding outstanding event when we return to Auburn. Back on campus at Auburn University, this is Lissy Smith, the Tennessee native and the junior on the balance beam.
Showing her flexibility right there with side split or middle split as her mount.
You're defending All-American in this event. This is how strong the Crimson Tide are. They follow up a national champ with an All-American. I guess that's how you win 3 national championships in the history of your great program.
Into the layout, very nice. She looks confident, very strong. See by the look on her face, she knew she was going to hit that. Wolf 3/4.
Lori Lissy is the team captain. She is the first to be actually elected by her teammates before the season. Usually it's an end-of-the-season award, but they thought enough of her to vote her as the team captain for this special 2000 season.
That's a tremendous honor to be respected by your peers, your teammates, your best friends, really.
They know all the good and the bad about Lissy Smith, and they think enough of her to have her lead them.
She is working here with great confidence. That takes a lot of numbers in practice. Beautiful. She has worked hard, and it paid off.
She is a defending All-American on the beam, and she puts up the numbers to back it up, a 9.9 for Lissy Smith.
Very aggressive on this couple series here. A layout, another layout. 2 no-handed saltos in a row.
49.325 on beam for the number 6 beam team in all of the land. That wraps things up for the Crimson Tide, brings them to a 197. Meanwhile, wrapping things up on floor for Auburn, Mary Nell Page.
Mary Nell came to Auburn as a walk-on. Coach Thompson had a scholarship available. He threw it out there for his athletes, and he worked so hard and impressed them. He earned that scholarship, and so far this year, she has been having a great season, performing very well for the Auburn Tigers.
Yeah, we've seen her now a couple of times this year, and she's a spectacular gymnast. Scored a 9.7 on floor. Unfriendly territory in Tuscaloosa. How's that for a freshman?
Front tumbling pass here, a front 1.5. That was the opening pass that we saw Sarah Wentworth do. A tremendous honor to be going last up for a team. Ooh, a small wobble there, but she recovered. Hit this last pass, a front full front tuck, very nice. She's earning that scholarship.
That is the best performance on the floor of her young career, a 9.85 for the freshman, and wraps things up on solid numbers for the Auburn Tigers.
Take a look at that opening pass. Round off back handspring, 2 saltos in the air in the pike position. Solid landing.
A 49. They get over that 49 total with a 49.1. They will reach their desired total of 194. As a matter of fact, 194.175. Jeff Thompson has to be elated. On the other hand, the Alabama Crimson Tide, amazing. A 197, the highest score ever in Beard East Memorial Coliseum. Both teams put on an amazing show. Congratulations to Sarah Wentworth. That's her season high and the 4th highest total in Auburn history. But Andrea Pickens steps up again and wins the all-around. She's standing by with my partner.
Thanks, Darren. Great job tonight, Andrea. A 39.7 in the all-around. How do you feel?
I feel great. I think after coming off of Georgia the other day and having to deal with the ice, we just pulled together as a team, and I think I was just here to help the team, and it just came out to be one of my better days.
197 for the team. That's the highest score in this Coliseum. Obviously, fatigue wasn't a factor here tonight.
No, I think just actually being off yesterday and having time to, just hang out and, play around with each other, we just came out and we knew we had to, do a good job today so we can, move on in the future.
Well, congratulations again. Good luck with the rest of the season. Thanks. Back to you, Darren.
All right, thank you very much. Congratulations to both teams. Auburn puts up their highest total of the season. They top 194. The Alabama Crimson tied with the 197. Currently ranked number 2. Will they move to number 1? We shall see. On behalf of my partner, Lori Strong-Ballard, I am Darren Sutton. It has been more outstanding SEC gymnastics on campus. We will see you next.